They did what?
And they bare children to them.
They gave children to these women. Read.
The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
They became mighty men of old, of renown, which through myth, they're called gods. Yes. These are the gods in mythology. Hercules and all these different, Mercury, and we're going to show you. So these myths didn't come out of the blue, out of the clear sky. All right? This was history before the flood. All right? Men of old, men of renown. Read.
Verse 5.
So from them came what? Read the 5th verse.
Verse 5. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth.
So much wickedness came from this act of angels sleeping with women. These hybrid beings was teaching all types of evil and wickedness and consuming mankind. It's going to tell you that. Read.
And that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Go ahead.
And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth.
It repented the Most High that he even made man. Read.
And it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and creeping things, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And guess what? Noah was the woman's seed. So eventually, if the Most High didn't put the Spirit on Noah to make an ark, that creation and those hybrid beings would have consumed the Most High's seed in the earth. The righteous seed that one day his son would come through. And you're going to find that these hybrid beings had inordinate sized skulls. They were very tall. Okay? Science hide this fact through calling them Neanderthal and saying that these people stem from apes 100 billion years ago. Okay? They hide the fact that these beings came to the earth and was dealing with high levels of what you would call angel technology and science to splice creation and splice animals and make hybrid beings like what you would call Tyrannosaurus rexes, dinosaurs, and all these hybrid types of animals that you might buy your kids. So in order to hide the fact that this happened, they masked all this history with science and told you that these animals lived on the earth 100 billion years ago. They did that so that if you're digging in the ground and come across one of these bones, you won't get alarmed. Of these inordinate footprints and skulls. This was Nephilim. This was the seed of the giants, the evil government that was established in the earth because they were set up as governors for a time during Noah's time. How do we know this? Don't forget, Satan works through government. It's written in the book of Jasher that they would set up as judges. Now, I know a lot of you asking, hold up, he just said that he only going to go out of the Bible in the Apocrypha. But you are correct. I am going to go out of the Bible. Coming straight from the Bible. I need you to get Joshua 10 and 13. Read that.
Joshua 10 and 13. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is it not written in the book of Jasher?
Is it not written in the book of Jasher? So the Bible refer you to the book of Jasher. Yes. This is the book that the Catholic Church know exists. They'll never give it to you. The Bible refers us to the book of Jasher. Why? Because it's the book of our forefathers. This book in Hebrew was in the ark. And if you think that that was just a typo, go to 2 Samuel 1 and 18.
2 Samuel 1 and 18. Also he bade them, teach the children of Judah the use of the bow. Behold, It is written in the book of Jasher.
It is written in the book of Jasher. It was translated out of the original Hebrew. Okay? The book of Jasher. And the same as your Bible, when you read, it says faithfully translated from the original Hebrew into English. Okay? And it shows you in the book of Jasher that these giants and the angels that came down and slept with women were set up as judges. And they started doing all types of evil and wickedness and splicing of animals. How do we know this? I need you to read in the book of Jasher, the 4th chapter, and start at the 16th verse, right? And read down to the 19th verse. Read it.
Jasher 4:16. And all the sons of men departed from the ways of the Lord in those days, as they multiplied upon the face of the earth, with sons and daughters. And they taught one another their evil practices, and they continued sinning against the Lord. And every man made unto himself a god.
He made himself a what?
Unto himself a god.
They started dealing with idolatry and making gods to themselves before the flood. Now we understand why the Catholic Church is hiding the fact that these were actual angels. Because look how many idols and gods they worship up in their church. They even worship dead people. Read.
And they robbed and plundered every man his neighbor, as well as his relative. And they corrupted the earth, and the earth was filled with violence. And their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men.
That's how you know it's talking about the angels. Went to the daughters of men. They're the judges. They're set up. Satan has set these guys up. Read.
And their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men, and took their wives by force from their husbands,
Go ahead.
according to their choice.
They committed adultery. Not only did they choose women, these were other men women. Read.
And the sons of men in those days took from the cattle of the earth, and the beasts of the field, the fowls of the air, and taught the mixture of animals.
They taught the mixture of animals. They started mixing animals with each other. Reptilians, reptiles with beasts. Read.
And taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other.
With one species to the other. That's your dinosaurs. Read.
In order therewith to provoke the Lord. And the Most High saw the whole earth, and it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted its ways upon the earth, all men and all animals. And the Lord said, I will blot out man, that I created from the face of the earth, yea, from man to the birds of the air, together with cattle and beasts that are in the field, for I repented that I made them.
Same thing we read in Genesis, but it's in more detail. That's why they don't want you to have the book of Jasher, because this destroys your science and your philosophers. The knowledge of the Most High destroys your science. Okay? That's where your dinosaurs come from. So the Most High had to put the spirit on Noah to save the woman's seed. Alright? Now, got away. Noah got away with his children, but Satan, here he is, he's still on the earth. So he had to work on the other side of the flood. So he had to get into someone else to start his cycle again, to one day destroy the woman's seed.